Hey guys, it's been a while since I've posted a long form video, but I figured this is the perfect time to kind of jump back into it. The last one I did was showcasing my Lord of the Rings and Star Wars displays. Right now I'm going to look at the Lord of the Rings display because, as you can probably tell by the title, I'm going to need to change this up for the upcoming Minas Tirith set that Lego just finally revealed officially. That had been leaked a while ago, but now they've officially revealed it, and the land members are starting to post their reviews. Watch the Solid Brick Studios review, which is great. I really enjoy his content. But now that that's out, I can get the dimensions for the set and kind of figure out where I want to move everything around. I have all the Lord of the Rings sets ever released, including the polybags and the gift with purchases, minus the brickheads. I haven't gotten those yet, but I want to try and fit everything onto these shelves. Probably not on the top. I do have some Disney stuff on the top, and Marvel, I might have to move that. But I'll talk about my thought process because the Minas Tirith set is 23 and a half inches tall, almost 2 feet tall. That's a lot of space to take up. The width of the shelves, these are the IKEA Ivor shelves that I painted white. Width and depth is not going to be an issue. It's going to be the height, trying to figure out where I can squeeze in 2 feet, which is a lot. So I'll take you guys through my thought process of what I'm going to do and then shift everything around, and we'll see how it all looks and if there's enough room in the end. So first, starting off at the bottom down here, these are all Hobbit sets, and I put them up because they're kind of match Lord of the Rings. It's in the same universe, but they're from the Hobbit movies. I like these sets, but I want to keep everything Lord of the Rings themed kind of from here on out, at least on these main shelves. So I'm thinking I'm going to move these ones up here where the Marvel sets are, and then since there's not that many, I'm going to take those off and put them on a Billy bookcase later. We'll keep Disney because I don't have any more room on any other shelves to put those. Um, so those will stay up there. I'll move the Hobbit sets right up there. So that'll give me about a foot or so extra. And then if we come over here, there's still some room that I can squeeze in, a couple inches there, couple inches there. I might even be able to get some out of these. But where am I thinking of putting Minas Tirith on this shelf? I don't want to do anything with the two towers. I like where they are. Um, I don't want to do anything with Rivendell. I like where it is as well. I kind of like that it's at just below head height for me. It gives me a good view of Rivendell. I think if I put it any lower, except for maybe where Helm's Deep is right now, then it won't look as good on display, at least when I go up to it. So that kind of leaves me with these shelves to play around with. Since this will be going up there, I'm thinking of dropping this shelf down here. I might be able to lower this shelf just a little bit, and I want to move the Corsair pirate ship and the Black Gate onto this shelf. Move this one down more because I have plenty of room, as you can see underneath here. The tallest set is the Balrog Book Nook, which I actually really like. I know it got a lot of hate and it's definitely pretty overpriced, but I like the way it's displayed open like that, especially next to the Mines of Moria. But there is a lot of room underneath that I can move this shelf in particular down. And I think that'll give me enough room to move Helm's Deep over here, including this shelf that it's on. So this entire shelf, the set, and that shelf onto here. So sit across here. This will move down a little bit, and I think I'll move the Shire down onto this shelf. It'll move down. Helm's Deep will also move here, and there will be three displays underneath the two towers. So 1, 2, and 3. This I'm thinking of moving where these are. So these go down here, these will go over there, and then these two come here, and that should give me enough playroom here to get the entire 24 inches that I'll need for Minas Tirith once I do end up getting that set, which I'm hoping I can get on day one. So that's my current plan. That's what I'm gonna do with these displays. I'm gonna remove everything now, and then I have a tape measure. I'll measure everything out, move the pins around. The thing I like about these shelves is I can move them in a pretty customizable position. So I'm going to take everything off and we'll see how that looks with it all empty. All right, so I've gotten every single set removed and I dusted off all the shelves. They're pretty dusty. I need to get a air purifier in this room. But we're going to start reorganizing. I'm going to move these shelves, this one up a little bit, this one up a little bit, try to move this one somewhere over here, this one down a little bit, and then see how much room we got over here. All right, so all the shelves are moved to where they need to be. This one moved up literally one peg and an hour. It fits, Baradur barely fits in here, which is good. This one also moved up one peg. Rivendell barely fits in here, which is good. Now I have 2 feet worth of space here for Minas Tirith. Helm's Deep, literally at the moment, as you can see, it literally barely fits. Like there is like barely any room up here for it to fit. I'm thinking about moving this down one peg, but the Shire does fit down here as well. And these sets, this is the tallest set that's going to be on this bottom shelf, and it has plenty of room. So I don't know, I feel like I should move all of this down one peg just to give Helm's Deep some more room. And also when you're viewing it from above, it'll be easier to see. I mean, you still have to crouch down, but it'll still give you a little bit more of a viewing port. The Corsair ship fits here, and everything else will be able to fit down there. So this is what I have so far. I'm gonna try moving these 2 shelves down one peg and see how that looks. And if I like it, I'll just leave it. If not, then I can move it back. It's not that hard. These literally just snap in and snap out. So, oof. Okay, I was wrong. So I moved it down one peg. So this definitely looks better with Helm's Deep, but this is the tallest part of the Shire set right here, and as you can see, it like literally is like millimeters from fitting, like just barely. Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay, I got 2 options. I could raise this back up, keep this one where it is, raise this back up and give Helm's Deep barely any space, or I think I can squeeze one peg down on this and give the Balrog Book Nook barely any space, basically. And I think that's what I'm going to do, which is going to make it really hard to view this unless you're basically crouched down, or really far away, which is fine, because honestly I think this set will look better with this a little bit further down on top of it, because it'll be more like the Mines of Moria, where it's a little bit darker, everything's kind of enclosed. And then I'll have the actual Mines of Moria set next to it as well, which will be viewable because it's a much smaller set. But this is the only set that's going to be hard to view, I think, which is unfortunate. Well, I'm sure the Felled Beast is going to be hard to view over here with the way I have it displayed currently, but I might move some things around later on. But this is what I'm thinking, just moving this one down a peg, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so I moved this one down. Now this has barely any space, but I think I'm okay with that. Of all the sets, not that, again, I don't dislike this set, but of all the sets that'll be hard to see, that one I'm the least torn up about. Most importantly, I really wanted to be able to still see Helm's Deep because I think it's a great set. And the Shire obviously needed enough space, which sucks that that piece literally sticks out just a little bit at the top, and I couldn't have fit it any higher up. So this is the compromise right here, which, you know what, I'm okay with. But right now everything is empty. Hopefully you can probably hear my laundry just finished. Um, as you can see now that all the shelves are removed, you can see the exposed parts that I had painted. Like in some spots, really, really obviously. Like I did not. I had built these, put these shelves together, and then decided to paint it instead of. And I got lazy. Instead of taking them apart and painting each piece individually, I just painted it all together and said screw it. Which hindsight is 2020. Not the right way to do it. But I think I can repaint those parts pretty easily. And honestly, once all the sets are on here, it's going to be hard to tell. At least to me, I won't be looking at the little spots. And if if that's an issue in the future, I'll just go back and repaint it. I still have the paint cans, so I'll be able to just cover up those spots. But it's super late right now. I think it's well past midnight. It's almost 12:30 at this point. I'm just gonna get all the sets back up here, leaving space for now Minas Tirith. All right, guys, holy moly, this has taken several hours to do, but I finally got everything back up. All the shelves are where I want them to be. There is now room for Minas Tirith. I'm excited to get that up there. It's going to look so great next to everything. But yes, every single set is back up. I also dusted everything off because it really needed to be dusted. But quick overview again. Move these two from up here to down here. Now there's room. Move this one up a little bit, move this one up a little bit, move this one from over here to down here, this one from up here to down here, and these stayed the same. It's hard to see those bottom shelves, which is really unfortunate, but kind of limited on space right now. This is what I decided to do. I actually kind of like Helm's Deep being right here versus where it was before. I think it still looks good in that position, and everything else I'm pretty happy about. Again, just disappointed I couldn't get that up a little bit higher for the Shire. That one piece was just barely too tall. But now it is a little bit harder to see the Book Nook, and then these I knew these were going to be hard to see, the Wizard Battle and the Beast Gift of Purchase. But once Minas Tirith comes in and I get it built and it's up there, we'll see if I can shuffle anything around and get anything in a more viewable position. So, anyways, if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to post more consistently, but again, I've just been busy, and I just like making YouTube videos for fun. But if you're enjoying this content, again, like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.